For real, man, like them generational curse breakers go through so much. They go through so much because someone before them and those before them, they didn't close the door. Some of them didn't know. Some of them didn't care to close the door. They just wanted to do what they wanted to do. And now the generational curse breaker got to fight with all of them forces. All the forces that mama and daddy probably didn't want to fight. All the forces that grandpa and grandma didn't want to fight. And so on and so on. And so that generational curse breaker, they have all this stuff on their back. And they're not only fighting for their just for them, they're fighting for those who come after them. And so the enemy is upset. The enemy is like, wait, I've been having this generation, I've been having this bloodline tied down. I've been having things my way for a very long time. And you telling me you about to come and try to mess up everything? Oh no. And so the generational curse breaker go through hell and back. And then the generational curse breakers start to see how these spirits are operating through their family members to make them feel as if they don't belong, to make them feel like, oh, end your life, or to make them feel as though they'll never be nothing, to make them feel like they don't have any value. But the generational curse breaker have so much value, and they have so much value in the spirit. They're wealthy spiritually. They're wealthy spiritually, more than they know. The generational curse breaker, not just saving themselves and those who come after them, this generational curse breaker will help other generational curse breakers in the world. This generational curse breaker has the ability to break curses off of even others' family. A generational curse breaker helps the world. Not everyone in the world gonna take heed, but it helps the other ones in the world. It helps someone else. It helps someone who going through the same thing, trying to break curses off their family. It helps them. It gives them revelation. It gives them hope. So generational curse breakers go through much. It ain't easy. It's not a walk in the park. You're going to go through some hard stuff, and not only that, as a generational curse breaker, when you step outside, you're going to find out that you meet the same people, the same spirits. Listen, the same spirits that operate within your family. A lot of times, generational curse breakers end up finding themselves in relationships and friendships with people who act like people who are in their family. And sometimes it takes them a while to realize these things. So if you got abused, verbally, emotionally, physically abused in your family, they go out and they find someone who do the same thing. If you have a jealous mom or a jealous dad, you end up having friends like that or getting in a relationship with someone like that. Or you end up seeing that it's going on and taking place at your job. It's just everywhere because we are spiritual beings. And so when doors are open and spirits can operate through us. And it even happens to good people. It even happens with good people. Even good people could be used sometimes because it's open doors. And a lot of times these doors be open, okay, due to curses, due to sin. So it be open doors due to not knowing all of this. So it's spirits that can come and operate through a person and use that person. These doors can be opened through trauma and all that, unforgiveness, all that. And so these spirits that come and use a vessel to attack you. So don't always think, I know it may sound crazy, but this is real. Don't always think that people had the intent to hurt you. Sometimes these people don't even know that they're being used. That's how deep it is. That's how you know the enemy just jumping from body to body, really trying to get to you. That movie Fallen with Denzel Washington, it gives you like I haven't seen it in a minute, but I actually like the movie, because it shows how we up against the evil force and how it'll jump from body to body and how it watches and it monitors us from different bodies. You see what I'm saying? But As a generational curse breaker, these spirits gonna operate everywhere to try to knock you off your square. And the goal is to make you feel as though you don't belong. The goal is to get into your mind. The goal is to get to your soul, your mind, your will, your emotions, which is what the soul consists of. It's about getting there. It's about trying to damage you and hurt you. It's about trying to get you to give up. Like, oh, can't beat them, might as well join them. Man. So if you are a generational curse breaker, you are strong more than you ever know. You the one, and you like, no, I'm not about to do this. And sometimes another thing about generational curse breakers, another thing about the generational curse breaker, see, when it comes to breaking a curse, you may operate, and a lot of times this is how it is. You may operate in the very things that your family had operated in. But the thing is, how can you know something unless you, like, how can you get the wisdom from something unless you've been through it? You see what I'm saying? How can you get the full understanding of something unless you walked with it? Unless you were once upon a time in full agreement with it, if you get what I'm saying. So it's like when you in full agreement and you operating out of these curses and you operating within these things, you start to know how the enemy move. You start to know how it tries to, how it attacked you, what it did to your mind, what it made you do, how it operate, when it come around. You start to learn about this spirit. And when you learn about something, just like how the enemy is, just like how many of our enemies are, see, they want to attach themselves to us and get close to us so that they can do what? To destroy it from the inside and out. That's why they got to get close and connect themselves, because they're trying to destroy inside and out. So it's the same thing with them spirits. You will know them spirits and start to learn how them spirits operate inside and out. And guess what you'll be able to do? You'll be able to disarm them. And not only that, you will get to tell your children and those who come after your children, and even the other generational curse breakers out there and other people out there, you will get to tell them how these things operate. You will be able to disarm the enemy. You'll be able to disarm the enemy. But look, y'all, generational curse breakers are strong more than you ever know. Because it's like you operate within these things, but you just like, no, it's something in you. It's something that the Most High gave you. When you are a generational curse breaker, you are chose. You aren't just called, but you're chose for this. You were made for this. You were made for it. And so something you just like, no. That something is that power that the Most High has given you. That something is your purpose. Saying, no, I'm not conforming to this. I don't care about none of that. And it may hurt. And it's going to hurt. Matter of fact, I skipped that may. It's going to hurt. Because not everybody going to want to be with you. Not everybody going to be with you. It comes with much hardship, but it comes with much favor. See, if your family and people, they try to downplay you and all that, best believe the Most High got favor on you. And in different places, you will have favor over your life. You have favor. But one last thing, I keep trying to say this, y'all, and then more is flowing. More is flowing, but look. You stronger more than you know, because you're just like, no, I'm not conforming. I'm not about to bow down to this. Yeah, I did this and I did that, but I'm better than this. It's something bigger. It's something that's, I can't conform. I'm not with none of this. I'm fighting to get out of this. My life not about to go like this. My children's life is not about to go like this. I'm not with none of this. And so you take on all that weight on your shoulders, on your back. You take on all that weight. And you just like, no matter what it is, I'm not going to be them. I'm not going to be the same. And you fight against being the same. You fight against being the norm. You are rare. Keep y'all head up. Keep y'all head up. Y'all are not the only ones. It's others out here who feel you and who know. Keep your head up, brother and sister. All love.